It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, we're on the way.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Stanisic. Pavlovic. Moved on forwards. Lima. Pavlovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Doué. Hakimi. Pacho. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Tar. Kimmich. Gnabry. Stanisic. Olise. Gnabry. Kimmich. Stanisic. Olise. Kimmich. And it's Gnabry.
He's delivered all right! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Bayern Munich, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. Aim forwards. Diaz gets it clear. And that's been won straight back. Kvaratskhelia. He's in a great position here. It's Dembele! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Yep, it's a corner. Neves. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Kimmich. And it's played forward. Stanisic. Olise. Lima. Gnabry. Pavlovic. And here's Kane. Diaz. Lima. Oh, that's neat. And here's Kane. Kane! Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Mendes forwards and with intent. Diaz. Lima. Nice physical challenge. João Neves. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. His interception, his positioning was spot on. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos gently done. Olise. And it's Gnabry. That was nowhere near his best. Ball is over the line. Doué. Vitinha. Vitinha shifted upfield. That has been cut short. Olise. Gnabry knocks it out wide. Kimmich. Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Well, I would say that...
He's had a shot! Hakimi. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Is there, and he can get that clear. Diaz does really well to win the ball there. And it's Gnabry. Out to the left it goes. Kane is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pacho. Aim forwards. Ooh, can he get onto this? Pavlovic. Paris Saint-Germain already trailing, and we've barely begun. Pavlovic. Marquinhos. Pacho. Pacho, gently done. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Pavlovic. Here's Diaz. Lima. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pavlovic. Gnabry. Played out wide. Lima. Pavlovic. João Neves wins the duel this time. Dembele. Zaire Emery spread out to the left. Succumbs to the pressure. Mendes is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Elise. Gnabry has created one goal already. Doué. No way through there. And it's Gnabry. Gnabry. Kimmich. Gnabry. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's Dembele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gnabry. Pavlovic. Gnabry. Pavlovic. Gnabry. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Gnabry. Kimmich. And the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pacho moved on forwards.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Lima. And it's played forward. And here's Diaz. And it's Lima. Lovely bit of skill. Gnabry. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, what a climb! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
João Neves. And he welcomes it in. Oh, it's Dembele. Hakimi. And here's Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Pavlovic. Lima. Kimmich. Elise. Marquinhos did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Kvaratskhelia. Over to the left. Hit into the middle.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Tar. Diaz looks to get on the end of this. And here's Kane. And it's Gnabry. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Doué. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gnabry. Stanisic. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. And here's Dembele. And here's Zaire Emery. Now that's well seen too. Pacho. Zaire Emery. Chance here to counter. Lima. Stanisic. Tar. Pavlovic. Tar goes forward. Well read, nice interception. João Neves. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Olise, well read, and the danger is averted.
Cleared without complication.
Hakimi. And it's Doué. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia.
Played out to the right.
Hakimi. No way.
Can he finish?
Diaz. That's a good run down the left. Kane. And the ball's come loose here. Pavlovic. And here's Lima. Now it's Kane. And that has been cleared. Gnabry. Gnabry! He's done very well to get to that.
I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation and reacted very well then.
João Neves. Vitinha, gently done. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele!
Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Stanisic. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Up towards the front line. Tacho cuts out the pass. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. And here's Zaire Emery. He's having a shot!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tar with the clearance. Nuno Mendes with the cross. And that has been clubbed away. Zaire Emery gets a cross in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Tar tries to clear. Zaire Emery. He can get that clear. Nuno Mendes. Across it goes. And that has been cleared. Kimmich. Olise. Kimmich forwards and with intent. Kane is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Doué tries to dink it through. Stanisic with the clearance. Fired deep towards the back post. Kimmich shifted upfield. Aimed forwards. And he's managed to get free. Diaz. Hakimi. Tacho. Doué is onto it in a flash. Pavlovic. And here's Kane. Goes for the shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's played forward. And it's Zaire Emery. Doué. And here's Dembele. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nuno Mendes. Kimmich gets... Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Moved on forwards. Pavlovic. Upamecano. And it's played forward. Diaz. Tar. Forwards and with intent. João Neves. Diaz. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Olise. And here's Olise.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Mendes. Dembele, he is onto this. He's got away. He's found real chance. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Lima played into space. Tacho getting this one clear. Diaz with the delivery. That's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos. Gnabry. And here's Kane. Gnabry. Olise!
Olise usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
Vitinha. João Neves. Doué. Kvaratskhelia played out to the left flank. And it's Dembele. Muscular approach does pay off here. Olise. Upamecano. Olise. Upamecano. Pavlovic. Lima, driven forward. João Neves. Vitinha, gently done. Doué spread out to the left. And here's the chance to counter. Gnabry. Now it's Kane. Pavlovic. Now it's Dembele. Doué. Upamecano cuts it out. Tacho makes the interception. And it's Dembele. Doué, and he's found a way past. Diaz. And here's Dembele. He steps in, and that's the end of that. half-time. Paris Saint-Germain come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Doué. Zaire Emery. Gnabry. Kimmich. Stanisic. Olise. Kane. Olise. Kimmich. Kimmich shifted upfield. Zaire Emery calmly anticipates. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! Oh, that is outstanding! About as smooth as it gets. What remarkable powers of recovery.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Time for a change in personnel. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. The referee's awarded a free kick. That's Doué. Hakimi could try cutting inside here.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
João Neves. And it's Zaire Emery. Hakimi. Great defending, strong and determined. Time to deliver.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Lima. Diaz. Oh, can he get onto this? Doué. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lima. Diaz. He has found a way through. Doué. João Neves. Vitinha. Aim forwards. Marquinhos. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Lima. Upamecano. Lima. Upamecano. Pavlovic. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Doué. Hakimi. Vitinha. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Vitinha, gently done. Pavlovic. Diaz. Lima. Pavlovic. Oh, this looks sharp. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Vitinha. João Neves. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pavlovic. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Out to the left it goes. Good play on the left-hand side here. Deftly away. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Mendes. Tar shifted upfield. Pavlovic. Lima. Moved on forwards. Now it's Musiala. And here's Kane. Tacho does really well to win the ball there. Dembele under intense pressure.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
It is a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Doué. It's Doué. Doué! Oh, it's come loose. Could be danger here. Nuno Mendes tries across. That was very necessary. It's a throw-in.
Zaire Emery really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Dembele. Now it's Doué. Big chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Lima clears it away. That is lovely. Now it's Zaire Emery. Danger averted for now. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lima. And it's played forward. Kane. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vitinha.
Really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And it's Kane. Musiala. Vitinha wins the duel this time. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Diaz. Diaz doing full tilt down the left. Oh, such a clever touch. A chance to play it in. Diaz crosses. Marquinhos aim forwards. Vitinha gently done. Zaire Emery is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Vitinha. And here's Dembele. That has found him in acres of space. And he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And again they hit the front. Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Musiala, Diaz, over to the left, Lima, that's tidy, Musiala, Kimmich, and here's Olise. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Kvaratskhelia. Kimmich is fouled.
Exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Dembele. Dembele, oh, good spread. Hakimi, oh, it's played into the area. Zaire Emery. Tar is there, and he can get that clear. Bayern Munich have reclaimed it. Now it's Musiala. Diaz. And it's Zaire Emery. Defending of the desperate variety. Throw it. Now who's going to be first to this? João Neves stood his ground strongly. Musiala. Done delicately. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Kane. Mendes forwards and with intent. Lima. Diaz, and it's lofted through here.
And it cuts out the supply.
That's really well manoeuvred. Doué. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tar. Stanisic. Elise. Musiala. Pavlovic. Tar. Upamecano. And it's Doué.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And the shot's on him. Decent chance! Lima. João Neves. Doué. João Neves. João Neves shifted upfield. Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's come loose. Elise. Upamecano. Musiala. Moved on forwards. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Tacho, aim forwards. Vitinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Dembele. Caresses it through. Tar getting this one clear. Do have a chance to counter here. And it's Kane. Kimmich. Olise. Oh, that's nice. Kvaratskhelia does well to get it back. Vitinha. And it's played forward. Tacho, gently done. And back to the keeper they go. Tar. Stanisic, forwards and with intent. João Neves. And he goes cross-field. Stanisic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hakimi. Upamecano. Pavlovic. Lima. Diaz. Musiala. He's on it. Can he get away? Olise chips it through. That's going to go a long way. And that has been cleared.
Bayern Munich really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Zaire Emery. João Neves. Very nicely done. Zaire Emery. He is just caressing the ball. He's found a way through. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the lead now is 2. Diaz. Lima. Diaz looking to run onto it. His interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Diaz. And it's Musiala. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hakimi. Pacho. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Upamecano. Pavlovic shifted upfield. Doué. Kvaratskhelia. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. João Neves. Pacho. Marquinhos aim forwards. Kvaratskhelia. What a throw in. Ulisse. Musiala. Diaz. Lima. Thinks one through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha, gently done. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Pavlovic. Vitinha. Doué. And here's Dembele. Kimmich. Musiala. Olise. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Marquinhos. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Stanisic. Aim forwards. Kane. And it's Pavlovic.
Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Zaire Emery.
And there's the shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Stanisic. Kane, now he's off and running. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. Pavlovic. Tar. Kimmich. Stanisic shifted upfield. Olise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marquinhos gently done. Zaire Emery. Kane wins the duel this time. Kimmich. Diaz. Doué does really well to win the ball there. Marquinhos. Played back to the goalkeeper. Pacho. João Neves. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Mendes. Kvaratskhelia does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. He whips it across. Lima. Musiala. Kimmich. Tar. Good looking ball. Mendes forwards and with intent. Zaire Emery. Pacho. Oh, well measured. Neuer gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Tar. Pavlovic. Musiala. Kimmich. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.